your account because you don't like or you disagree with what is in his answer.
If he responds and his response is a lie, it's perjury, then my documents will prove that he lied in his response.
No. It's his version. First of all, do you understand what perjury is?
Yes, I understand perjury is a lie. I know what perjury means.
Perjury is a statement, a false statement made under oath. So
exactly, and I got documents that prove he was lying.
You don't understand. It's a false statement made under oath. Under oath.
That stated a
when did he testify to something that he lied about? It's a false statement made under oath.
Bottom line is, you said it's a criminal offense, so I will send it to circuit court. Are we done here?
No, you don't understand, ma'am. You don't understand.
Are we done here?
Shout out to our sister for sending this in, Kristen, and everybody else who sent the video. This is regarding the situation from out of Flint, Michigan. A woman suing a man in court for what blogs are calling a bad date, a $10,000 lawsuit. This video comes from Old Squishy's Garden. Also, shout out to you for watching Court for All of Us, covering this bizarre situation that all started after the 43-year-old woman, Quashante Short, filed a lawsuit back in 2020 against Richard Jordan. According to her court filing, Quashante says Richard stood her up on a date. Yeah, she told the court that he did not show up. When he was in court, he said they had one date, that was it. So I'm not sure if she's suing him because the date was bad, or was it that he didn't show up? We have conflicting stories here. She filed her complaint alleging that Richard didn't even come to their date and left her on her mother's birthday when her mother had recently passed away. Quashante claimed that Richard had intentionally and deliberately hurt her by not showing up, inflicting emotional distress. And just to give you the dates here, her mom's birthday was August 1st. This happened back in 2020, and her mother passed away just a couple months before on May 9th, 2020. And she blamed all her pain on Richard. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell for all updates, because I'm giving you information here that you're not going to hear anywhere else. And if you're from Flint, Michigan, drop Flint below. I know all of y'all are not crazy, so shout out to all the same folks in Flint. Now, back to Quashante. Everybody is now talking about Quashante's day in court. It went viral. She had a back and forth with the judge. Just silly. And we're going to get into that in a second. But Richard, he's never been in court before, never been sued before, never been in trouble. A law-abiding citizen, got dragged into court by a black Karen. A black Karen who's always in court suing somebody. 91 court cases in Flint, Michigan. 91 cases involving Quashante. Her biggest lawsuit that she filed was against the Flint PD for $300 million. And then she told them, I'll give y'all a discount if you want to split it up into payments over 2.5 years. I'll chop it down from $300 million to about 20 to 30 million. But y'all already know what happened there. They threw that case out so quick. She sued rental car companies like Enterprise and Avis, General Motors, AT&T, the United States Postal Service, Comcast, FedEx, Chase Bank, a modeling agency, a rehab center, dozens of cases. And this is not the only man that she sued like this either. She sued another man for $10,000 too. Quashante also found herself as a defendant a few times for money owed to landlords on properties that she rented. And in those cases, Quashante countersued. She was allegedly prosecuted for writing over $1,000 in checks from her bank account with no money in it. One of her claims was that Flint PD was stalking her, and I'm assuming because she got a bunch of traffic violations for no proof of insurance, expired tags and registration, and driving on a suspended license. Those interactions with Flint PD is how she came up with a $300 million lawsuit. It's safe to say that Richard, he did not know what he was getting involved with. She was still grieving over her mom. She and her mother was really close in age as well. Her mom was about 14 years old when she had Quashante, and Quashante blamed Richard for all of her emotional issues. So guys, you might want to be careful out there. You can get sued for not even showing up for a date. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this crazy video.
Quashante Short, QASHONTAE SHORT.
Okay, and Miss Short, I don't Okay, well, the Twitter version. I don't even understand what this is about.
I'm sorry, I had to.
In the background.
I'm actually at the airport, so I had to go outside. It looks like they just departed the flight. I mean, they just arrived the flight.
Yeah, it would have been over for me right about here. You don't show up to court in the airport. So we're already starting off with the disrespect here. But just keep watching, it's gonna get worse.
I'm looking here, what is it? Intentional infliction of emotional distress?
Yes.
Is that the claim here?
Yes, okay. It
is. That's not something that's really justiciable in district court.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I said that's not something that's justiciable in district court. That has to be brought in circuit court.
So you said it's not permissible in district court. It has to be taken to circuit court?
That's an equitable action, yes. Mm-hmm. Mr. Jordan, let me just ask you this. Are you planning to represent yourself on this?
To be honest with you, sir, I thought this was just going to be thrown out. We had a date, one date, and nothing else after that. And now I'm being sued for $10,000. I don't see how this is going to go any further. I think it's a waste of your time.
The problem is this. If you think it should be dismissed, you need to file the appropriate motion. You need to file a motion to ask for that.
In that letter, he lied. And then that's what brought forth the perjury. It was never perjury in the beginning. It was perjury after his response.
Well, you can't say, listen, he has the right to put whatever is in the answer.
I'm not saying he can't, but
you can't add another count because you don't like or you disagree with what is in his answer.
If he responds and his response is a lie, it's perjury, then my documents will prove that he lied in his response.
No. It's his version. First of all, do you understand what perjury is?
Yes, I understand perjury is a lie. I know what perjury means.
Perjury is a statement, a false statement made under oath. So
exactly, and I got documents that prove he was lying.
You don't understand. It's a false statement made under oath. Under oath.
That stated a lie.
When did he testify to something that he lied about? It's a false statement made under oath.
Bottom line is, you said it's a criminal offense, so I will send it to circuit court. Are we done here?
No, you don't understand, ma'am.
I'm still trying to figure out why she was even able to talk to him that way. He should have got the sheriffs to go down there to that airport and pick Quakenisha up. Totally out of order.
You don't understand.
Are we done here? Are we done here?
Perjury is...
Richard dodged a bullet on this one. Can you imagine being in a relationship with an unruly 40-something-year-old woman? Listen to her. A lot of modern women sound just like her. You can hear that same voice, that same tone in most of the women that you see every day. They're all out of order.
Perjury is a false
I know exactly what perjury means. I know what perjury means. Are we done here?
You don't.
Is it a criminal offense or not?
What statement? I don't see anything in the complaint that says he made some false statement under oath.
Because you don't know what happened. You're on the outside looking in.
You're on the outside looking in. I just can't. They all sound alike. That's why I told y'all you cannot mold stale bread. They really think they know everything. She's up here arguing with the judge about the law. Don't know anything, don't have any credentials, and she's arguing with a man with the credentials.
You don't know anything.
But you're the plaintiff. Wait a minute. You are the plaintiff.
Are we done here?
You have to lay out your allegations properly.
Are we done here?
No, we're not.
Exactly what perjury means.
No, we're not.
Do not insult my intelligence.
You have to
do not insult my intelligence.
You have to lay your complaint out. You have to allege this in the complaint. You have not.
Please do not insult my intelligence.
It's not about that. You don't think, I don't think you understand what perjury is. It's a false statement made on
Are we done here? Are we done here?
I
Please
said
do
no.
not insult my intelligence.
I said no.
Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not insult my intelligence as if I do not understand what the word perjury means. Do not. If it's a criminal offense, then it's a criminal offense.
Well, ma'am, it should not have been filed in district court if you want intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Okay, so that's a criminal offense.
Are you going to dismiss it and refile it?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to dismiss it. I will file another case in circuit. But as far as I'm concerned,
you can't have two cases on the ma'am. You can't have two cases going on the same issue.
Well, I'm not dismissing the case. If you want to dismiss it, that's up to you. But I, as a plaintiff, am not dismissing the case.
He has to make a proper motion.
Well, that's on him.
But I can also transfer the venue to circuit.
Yes, that's what I thought, because there were other cases that should have been transferred somewhere else. So that's okay.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Give me the form.
Yep. Get into it.
Ma'am, what about his costs associated with appearing because you filed it in the wrong court?
I need to see because I was not aware, since you said perjury was not on there, I was not aware that a criminal offense for intentional infliction of emotional distress was considered a criminal offense there, that it had to be.
I didn't say that. Forward. That is not what I said.
Yes,
that is not what I said.
That is what you said.
That, sir, no, I didn't. You
yes,
said
you did.
That.
You stated
I said that circuit.
You stated that the criminal, you stated that emotional infliction of emotional distress is a criminal offense. And you stated that perjury is a criminal offense. But you also stated that perjury is not on the document that I placed forth before you. So criminal offense would not.
It's not in a complaint.
On there.
It's not in a complaint.
I need you to show me. I need you to show me the document which states that intentional infliction of emotional distress is indeed and in fact a criminal offense. Because that's the original offense that was placed on there.
I never said that. I never said that.
Yes, you did.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. Ma'am,
yes, you did.
Listen. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you. I will repeat to you what I said.
I'm not either.
I said
that's
that intentional. You need to be quiet while I'm talking. You need to be quiet. Can you mute her, please?
Because perjury is a criminal offense. It has to go to circuit court.
That will not make her hear you.
Intentional infliction of emotional distress.
What I said was intentional infliction of emotional distress is something that circuit court has jurisdiction over. I never characterized that as a criminal matter. It is definitely a civil claim, but it is something that can't be done in district court. Now, that's what I said to you. You are on the mistaken belief that circuit court does not hear civil matters because you said, well, I thought circuit court only did criminal. You are the one who are mistaken about the jurisdiction of circuit court, because that's what you stated on the record. Unmuted.
She's been talking the entire time.
Well, I said I was muted.
Judge, excuse me, you don't understand how this works. Let me explain something to you about Zoom right quick.
Okay.
And not only do you have Quandanisha sitting up here disrespecting him, but did you just hear the tone of that Karen in there with him as well? Interrupting him, basically saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Let me explain to you about Zoom. I don't care if you're about to help him. You don't talk like that. She's supposed to be working for him, assisting him. He went to law school. He's a sitting judge. She probably barely finished the 12th grade. And she's also being disrespectful too. You're a subordinate. You're not his boss. See, all of this is just out of order. Time and time again, we see black men in America, they have to deal with the black Karen and the white Karen.
When I muted her and now I'm asking her to unmute, if she doesn't do something on her end, she's still muted. So right now she's still muted. But I have asked her to unmute. She's not looking at the device that she's holding.
I am ordering that this go to 7th Circuit Court. Venue is to be changed because intentional infliction of emotional distress is a circuit court matter outside the jurisdiction of district court. Plaintiff shall pay the filing fees in the receiving court. And I don't know if you asked for a jury trial or not. You did not, it looks like. So there was no jury fee. No further proceedings shall be had after transfer until these costs or expenses are paid. If not paid within 56 days of the date of this order, this case shall be dismissed by the court to which it was transferred.
This whole situation is crazy. Suing somebody for a bad date or suing them for not showing up, whichever one it is. You know, she said one thing in her paperwork, he said something else. But either way, it's wasting the court's time. If she's gonna be suing anybody, I thought it would at least be for that water up there. Then she showed up to court at the airport. She was turning in a car that she rented. We all know the day that she rented that car, she knew the return time conflicted with her court time. It wasn't a impromptu court. That was scheduled well in advance. So that was the first sign of disrespect. Walking around the airport, everyone could hear this conversation. Then she filed the paperwork, ended up in the wrong court. Attempted to add perjury, which also wasn't applicable. And then kept arguing with a sitting judge about the law. I'm telling you, the disrespect, this gotta stop. He was even up there really giving her advice, explaining to her what to do next. And he shouldn't have done that. Let her figure it out herself, or make her hire a lawyer because she shouldn't be suing that man anyway. If you want to see the full video, I'll leave the link below. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. I want to know what you think about all this craziness. Shout out to Asia. I appreciate you, Asia, for supporting the channel. Want to see more content like this? You can support the channel too. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.